Mame, what in the timey-wimey? The Boy Next World, episode 8. So apparently, it is alternate dimensions, which is what we all wanted in the first place, but we had to make us believe for a while that that wasn't the case. Very Mame of you, very Mame-like. Yeah, this won't be a recap. This is just going to be a rant because though I think I am smart and I am following along with the plot, I think I'm getting it, but I'm not. So just walk with me here. This is the concept of what I understand is going on right now in episode 8 with, again, all the timey-wimey dimension, dream, time stuff. So we have this Sir. Let's call him Sir A. Sir gets hit by a car after fighting with Pooh after their one night or first night together. And he wakes up in this cubey space. In space, in time, in his mind, in a dream, I don't know. So Seer A meets this Seer, who is being called on Twitter Dark Cirrus. So we can call him Dark Cirrus, or we can call him Seer B, whatever works for you, in keeping up with this Venn diagram that I'm trying to illustrate, which is going to be incorrect, because again, I don't think I'm following completely. But again, just walk with me. So this Seer is already in this dream dimension state world, waiting for Seer A. And he basically lets Seer A know that he is not the first Seer to enter this space, and there are apparently different versions or different dimensions of Cirruses all over, and this is the meeting point for Cirruses to learn about alternate realities. And again, we were believing for a while that there was no such things as the alternate dimensions, and we thought that Seer A was just making it all up because he had a dream and was delusional and woke up from that dream and wanted to make Pooh his man no matter what. But apparently there are dimensions, and there is a task assigned to the Seer remaining, in this case this is Seer Dark Cirrus, to inform the incoming Seer A, about the alternate dimensions, and then this point of the concept of, in every dimension, no matter what, the light, the catalyst, the beacon for all of the Cirruses is Pooh. So this is where it's going to get a little dicey, but I'm going to do my best to explain it. And again, I don't think I have it completely correct, but this is my interpretation of what's going on. So I feel like this is representing all of the various states of Cirrus that we have seen so far and their associated Poohs. So it goes top to bottom. So walk with me here. So we have Seer A, who is the one that we've been following the journey on so far. To where he, in the last episode, got hit by a car, and he went into, we're going to call it Dimension Land, and he met this Sirius, or Dark Sirius. And Dark Sirius basically informs him that the dream that this Sirius saw was a timeline of him and his Pooh being together, and he took over in his body early, and he met this Pooh, which is an earlier version of this one, where they got together in college because he saw that glimpse of a dream and made it happen when he woke up in his body sooner. Hopefully that makes sense. This Sirius saw a vision of him meeting Pooh in high school and him answering the cup and them having a relationship early in being together. And he saw a reality or another version of it to where he did not get with his Pooh until 10 years later. And they were working in an office, and he basically, corporate bullies him for a while, and they have an office love line or connection. But he still ends up with his Pooh eventually. When this Seer ends up in the accident, and he takes over this person's body at first, this person goes into the dream state, and he meets a Seer that was already there, and he basically informs him of the dimensions, what's going on, so forth and so on. When he gets in the second accident, he gets taken over by this Seer, which I'm going to call him Payu Seer because of the ponytail. And he has no recollection of Pooh because he has not met him in his own timeline dimension or is aware of him in any way yet. Doesn't even seem like he has a crush like some of the other variations of Pooh, back in school, or Pooh and Seer from back in school. But this Seer takes over this Seer's body, who already has a relationship going on with this Pooh, which I believe is an earlier version of this Pooh. And this Pooh doesn't get a chance to tell this Sir about his feelings for him. And then when he meets this Seer, Seer does not know him. And so he feels guilt, for making his Seer leave him, of course. And then also not getting a chance to, basically tell his Seer that he loves him. So he confesses to this Seer, who is the, best choice because he's still there, but doesn't have a recollection of Pooh because he has not met his Pooh in his own timeline. And then we see at the end of the episode that this Seer seems to wake up in his own reality again, after where he wakes up from a fever and he's recollecting a dream of these two Seer's timeline, whether that be seeing them together or just the entire portion of where he woke up in the alternate world and this Pooh was confessing to him and sharing feelings for him, knowing that he had been boyfriends, even though he didn't remember. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. What I noticed is the common variables when they're having a near-death experience. So the accidents, two of them. And then we see in this timeline that Dark Sirius, or Office Sirius, gets stabbed. And so he has a near-death experience, which I feel is what resulted in him going to the dream or dimension state in the first place. So when they have a near-death experience, they end up in this limbo world. And then the staying Seer and the incumbent Seer have a conversation where the one that's there previously has to inform the new Seer about the dimensions, what's going on, and allow him to see the variations of timelines, which we saw in the episodes. And then they all seem to have a dream, either while they're in limbo or maybe in between near-death experiences, where they see different glimmers or slivers of different versions of them being with Pooh in different states. So this Seer saw that one. This Seer saw earlier version of one of the Siriuses who met Pooh in high school. This Seer saw their timeline where this Pooh was confessing to him. So they all get to have dream states where they see part of real realities in other dimensions. And they believe that the dreams are very lifelike, but they can't place them. And come to find out, it's just their own exposure to other people's dimensions and realities. That's what I feel is going on. I could be way off because there's a lot of timey-wimey, Mame stuff going on, but I'm happy because this is what I signed up for. I wanted some dimension head scratching mess, but it seems like, hopefully, unless this is a different Seer, this Seer returns to this Pooh at the end of the episode, and we're back on board with them, which means hopefully we're gonna get NC. Yes, but I'm curious if we get to keep up with Payu Seer and his Pooh. Yeah. But yeah, good episode. Just want to take a moment and appreciate Boss in the suit. Another one for you. Looking good in them glasses. Yes. Anyway, but that is my idea or guesstimation of what's going on with the Boy Next World. If somebody has some type of chart or graph that doesn't spoil anything, inform me. I'm also reading some theories on Twitter, but that's what I feel is going on in this episode. Great episode, but yeah, a lot of timey-wimey mess. Mame, I love you. I know you like to write and you love writing, but I need you to land at a very clear part very soon. We would appreciate it. Okay, bye.